Remember how I said Fu Yanning might make it? Yeah, forget about that. Apparently, Mnet was not done with making Chinese trainees look like villains, and sabotaging them. Hi everyone. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Today, I'm going to talk about the creation missions and rank them at the end. Like or dislike, comment, and share this video, and subscribe to this channel, or I will eat you. Let's go. This is the discussion part. I'm going to talk about the groups based on the serial of performances. First, we have the shoot team. This team had some issues with the vocals, and it showed during the performance checking. The vocals were unstable and shaky, but that was kinda expected. No one in the group had ever taken the part of the main vocalist, not even Yujin. She literally took that part because the other girls were not comfortable. So them being shaky didn't seem like a surprise to me. But that doesn't mean I didn't feel bad for them. Yujin, in particular, broke my heart. The pressure she was under reminded me of Chaehyun of Produce 48. Being the main vocal and the leader must have been brutal on her, and it showed. It sucked seeing her get disappointed in herself. But fortunately, the team picked themselves up and decided to practice together to get through this situation. That practice ended up showing in their final performance, and they blew it off the park. The high notes were on point, the singing was stable, the performance was cheerful, and they looked adorable. The performance didn't make me cringe for a single moment, and I really enjoyed it. After that, the Utopia team came in, and my mood started to go down. Don't get it wrong, the girls had nothing to do with my change of mood. Mnet's editing and the audience's stupidity was the reason for that. Yes, I agree that Huang Xingqiao is not the best dancer out there. I also agree that her mistakes and slow learning process were hindering the team. These are valid criticisms that she needs to hear. But somehow, Mnet and the audience focused on her smiling rather than her actual issues. Like, why are people acting like she's a horrible person, just because she smiled after making a mistake? We all have our own reflexes. Some people smile or laugh when they are nervous or make a mistake. So I don't see the huge deal here. But then again, I'm a sane and sensible person. By the way, she's not the only one who got grilled. Chaehyun also caught heat because of a mistake. There was a part where she was shaky and unstable, but after the evaluation, she continuously practiced that same line. Still, she got it a little wrong at one point of the performance, but it wasn't that noticeable. The overall performance was elegant and cute. Bora devoured those high notes, and the rest of the girls also performed well. But somehow, instead of focusing on these things, Mnet focused on Chaehyun's almost unnoticeable mistake and Huang Xingqiao's smile. The editors didn't even show Bora's evaluation even though she carried the group. These girls deserved so much better. U+Me equals love. This team was made with the quote-unquote rejects who got voted out of their first groups. But somehow, they ended up forming the most balanced team. This group had good chemistry and understanding, which I think helped them a lot. The members did have a few problems initially as they had just one day to get things together. Still, after the evaluation, they cheered each other up and delivered a fantastic performance. The vocals were beautiful. Shana especially stole my heart. The dance was on point, and the rap was also cute. It would have been better if the chorus wasn't repetitive, but the girls had nothing to do with that. They did their job flawlessly, and I enjoyed the performance. Also, none of them got evil edited, which was a relief. And finally, we had the snake team. I have a conspiracy theory. It may sound far-fetched, but hear me out. I think the masters sabotaged this team on purpose, allegedly. I already thought the masters were questionable because they didn't do much to help the trainees, unlike Produce. But then I thought that maybe Mnet is cutting out the parts to make them look bad. But after today, I think the scenes with the masters are scripted, allegedly. Like, tell me honestly, was the midterm evaluation of the snake team that bad? Was it bad enough to require a position change? Ruiqi sounded fine, and her parts complemented her range. Her bam 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 was a little shaky and dull. But other teams had the same issue, and they got better with practice. So I don't understand why they asked her to change her parts with Fu Yanning of all people. Fu Yanning is a good singer. But every singer has a specific range where they are comfortable. Having a range doesn't make you a bad singer. It makes you a human. The main vocal part was clearly out of Fu Yanning's range. Her original part suited her voice way better. And I'm sure the masters, who are actual professionals, knew that the high note was out of Yanning's range. So why did they suggest that? After that, the girls decided to switch their parts because they wanted to follow what the experts told them. Ruiqi was obliviously not happy with that. I would be mad too if I were in her place. Fu Yanning was grateful for getting the opportunity, and I understand her POV too. What I don't understand is Mnet's editing. The way they zoomed in every time Ruiqi yawned was just too much. Anyone in her position is going to be distracted and upset. Did you want her to be happy? At this point, I'm surprised they didn't evil edit wenzhe for talking to Ruiqi. How did they let the juicy opportunity to evil edit another Chinese trainee go? After that, the performance happened, and honestly, it was a pity. They should have stayed in their first positions. When that one master said, Fu Yanning has gotten greedy, it made me want to punch someone. Bitch, what do you mean she got greedy? You guys are the ones who created this disaster. You suggested the whole thing. The more I think about this situation, the angrier I become. The girls had everything else going for them. The rap was on point. The stage presence was top-notch. The dancing was eye-catching. But because of the bridge, the whole thing went down. I feel so bad for them. Snake Team, you deserved better. Now let's rank the performances. This is based on my personal taste and what I liked. If you disagree, please let me know your ranking. This was pretty obvious. If the masters didn't get them into changing their positions, things could have been different. They could have won the challenge. But someone clearly has other plans. My girls, you deserved better. This one was an excellent performance overall. The vocals in this team were so refreshing. Bora especially stood out, and I love the stability in her voice. Their expressions and stage presence also blended well with the song. Even though their start was a little rocky, Utopia team managed to deliver an enjoyable performance by the end. I really enjoyed this performance. The girls were oozing with energy and charm. Their performance made me smile instantly. It didn't seem cringy at all, unlike the cute songs of previous shows. Yujin ate her parts as the main vocalist, and she looked so pretty. Bahiyyih's vocals also stood out to me. Her expressions might be a little stiff, but she's very stable when it comes to other elements. Overall, I think this was the best cute concept performance I have seen in Mnet survival shows. This team was the underdog in this episode. Like, who would have thought that the team with the least amount of practice time would end up delivering the best performance? Their main strength was their harmony as a group. None of them were overshined, and they had a balance. It didn't feel like I was watching individuals trying to survive in a show. Instead, it felt like they were a group that had already debuted. I can see why the masters chose them as number one. So, this was the video. Like or dislike, comment and share this video and subscribe to this channel. Tell me your rankings in the comments below. Stay safe and healthy. Bye.